Okay, here we have a 2002 Honda Civic. It's the LX, and it's a 5-speed. Well, the guy that I got it from, he had replaced the starter because he thought it was the starter, and it wouldn't even turn over or nothing. So I tried to, put a ratchet on the big pulley over here and try to turn it. It wouldn't turn. So I took the cylinder head off, and there was a bunch of water in there. I mean it was just full of water, all the cylinders. So I checked some spark plugs before I did this, and they were rusted, so I can tell there was water in them. So I figured it was a blown head gasket, but nope, head gasket was beautiful. I already took the cylinder head off. Here's the cylinder head. As you can see, it's really nice and all that stuff. And well, whenever I tilted this, the intake, check this out. Look at that. The intake is full of water. And I wouldn't recommend using this. Okay, that's the tube for the intake, right? It's a cold air intake, these. Okay. Well, this caused this damage right here. I mean the cylinder head and the pistons were just soaked. This is all the gunk that was in it. I should have did it before. Look at all that. It was full of water, all the pistons. All right, here's the problem with these intakes. This intake, can you hold that right there? Just so you can see whenever I'm putting it. Okay. The intake sits right here on the, supposedly to get cold air, supposedly. Well, this guy went over a big old puddle, which he didn't tell me, and I guess he just didn't figure. But
he probably didn't know.
Yeah, he probably didn't know. Engine running and it's sucking air up. You run over a water puddle, and guess what? All that water is going to be sucking through the intake. I'm surprised the piston rods haven't been bent, because I seen this other case last week on a Neon. But just please don't do that. Put it right here on the side or something, in the fender, or even make a hole if you have to. Just make a hole on the side of the fender, because this inner fender plastic, all that splashing water won't splash all the way to the top, and you can put it behind there if you want a cold air intake. Don't ever put it right here. You'll mess up your engine and it end up with a lot of damage. So I wouldn't recommend those. Or just the original stock intake and just get a K&M filter for it, and it's pretty much the same thing, because it's still getting air from the outside. So it's not really getting it from in here. It's a tube going all the way up here. I mean, you should know. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that, because it's going to cause a lot of damage. This is what it did. And I'm going to see if I can still fix it. If not, I already bought another motor. But I'm going to probably put some of that rust remover and then try it overnight, and then put some WD-40, I'm sorry, and try that out. But if y'all have any more questions or any videos y'all want me to do next or something like that, just
like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly.
And there goes our neighbor.
Yep, we hear that all the time.